Welcome to the Bowers Mansion in Palestine, Texas. This town is full of old historic homes. In fact, a part of Palestine was once known as Silk Row, and the Bowers Mansion, which is full of 72 years of Bowers specific history, was in fact part of that Silk Row here in Palestine, Texas. Now, besides the beautiful sunrises, sunsets, the plethora of mushrooms and interesting insects that East Texas has to offer, the Bowers Mansion is ready for restoration. So if you like old homes, restorations, if you like ghosts, hauntings, paranormal activity, if you want to see someone jockey their way through a restoration project, if you want to visit Palestine sometime and you're just looking for more information, whatever it is you want to do, come check us out. I will be basically doing a vlog style channel here where you can follow along. Stay tuned with me, Morgan Elizabeth. That's me back in Long Island in New York. And here I am now, here in Palestine, Texas. But my story didn't start here. So I'll give you a bit of background. I am from New York, but I've spent the past 7 or so years in Colorado and New Mexico. And what brought me to Palestine, Texas was the end of a long relationship and a new beginning and new opportunity. So I packed my things, hit the road, and I said goodbye to the mountains. Here I am in Palestine, Texas, where I am starting anew, starting fresh, and I am digging in to the really interesting things that this almost blank canvas here at the Bowers Mansion has to offer. So if you are curious what lies behind the walls here of the Bowers Mansion, if you want to dive deep into their history, during episode 2, I'll tell you all about the Bowers family history, the murder, the suicide, the variety of people who passed away here. And I will show you how my mother and I found the property and what we were thinking about when we looked at it for the first time. For now, let's transition into talking about the history of the house.
Good morning, afternoon, everyone. 11:11 on 1/4/2021. This is Morgan Elizabeth here with the Bowers Mansion. So I thought I'd give you guys a quick tour of the outside of the Bowers Mansion. Next time I'll take you into the inside of the carriage house where my mother and I restored the apartment, which is pretty much now ready for rent. And then the time after that I will show you the inside of the house where we were about to begin some amazing work. This little sign here sits in the corner of the property. It tells any passerbys a little bit of the history of the house, which was built in 1878 by Henry Ashe, but it was bought and named after its second owner, Andrew Bowers, who has a very interesting history himself. And actually the street right here is named after Mr. Bowers. In the past, the house has served as a historical landmark in the community. It is on the National Registry of Historic Homes. You can see a few samples of the paint colors that we are looking into. And its historic plaque is also up there, a landmark here in Palestine. And there are a lot of different porches actually in this house. And we'll just do like a quick little walk around. So it's winter, everything's looking kind of icky. Winter in Texas. It's actually warmer outside right now than it is inside. But here's one of these nice wraparound porches. You can have some tables out here where people can sit and relax and have some tea, afternoon tea. You can see the colors here that we're working with. So we've got the pumpkin, the medieval gold, and an eggplant. And then some, see if you can see it, turquoise, some little accents there. Should be really pretty. Really, really pretty. The yard's quite large, but the property's about 1.25 acres, although we haven't had it surveyed. And this is actually a walk-through window that serves as a door. It will be fun to get you guys inside so you can see the inside of the house, but there's really so much to see I have to break this video up into sections. Back in the backyard here, it's the old servants' quarters, which was hit by a tree during a storm sometime in the last year maybe. So we had that straightened out recently. We're just getting it structurally sound. So this is the back of the house. There's the cupola there with a cistern. Another one of the live oak trees. And the back of the house, which doesn't have as much detail as the front. It's a Queen Anne style Victorian home. So it is very dainty looking. And there's a greenhouse. You can get another view of the servants' quarters. Although there are no servants here, except maybe myself. And this is the old carriage house with the hayloft. That is where the apartment is that we restored, my mother and I. It was a mess. This used to be a salon, a gym, an antique store, several things. And that glass case out front needs to go too, but you know, picture it without all the stuff. So that's just a little quick sneak peek at the exterior of the home, a smidgen of the history, and the outbuildings, and some of the yard. If you have time and you desire, please feel free to check out our Facebook page, the Bowers Mansion Restoration Facebook page, where you can view pictures of what we've done so far, befores and after. Up there you can see the finial. The roof was done when I got here, so there's a little finial that my mother and I put up there as well, which is original to the house. Of course that finial is not original, but they used to have one on the tower. And you can follow along with the progress. Stay tuned for the next little video where I will show you guys the inside of the carriage house, so you can see the apartment and everything we did up there, which is now ready for rents, which is great. And then after that, I'll show you the inside of the house, which has not been touched yet, and you can see the exact state that the house is in. And I'll show you some progress as we move down the road with that as well. So it takes time, takes money, takes patience, and a lot of love. All right, everyone, have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you in a couple of days.